time to spill the beans. We just mutated on a Naki James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college dean. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum picking up and I'm hardly burning steam. Positivity never makes it mainstream. The country's torn like some Levi James. Cutting the lawn, but I'm barely making greens. Give it to you straight like a laser beam. This fucking reality is not what it seems.
Tomorrow we are going live on the Off the Topic show on YouTube to tell our side of the story of our interaction with Karen from the Phillies game. Tune in 12 p.m. and you can get all of the details and all of your questions answered. Hope to see you there. It took me all night, and I had to download Instagram Threads, but I got the video of her yelling at me. Are you ready? Here it is.
Yeah, you tell it! Woo! Oh, shit! She took it from the little kid, bro. Oh, shit! Get it, kid! Yeah! Woo! The classes are up! Karen is ready!
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Off Topic show right now on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys are using promo code Off Topic to save 20% off your monthly and yearly subscriptions when you guys subscribe using promo code Off Topic. There's so many awesome shows on the network, but make sure to show your support for the Off Topic show by using promo code Off Topic. Also, my EP, October 3rd, released everywhere. Go pre-order today and get the song I Took a Trip. Also, check out my latest remix, Chillin', featuring Sab Did It in Doggy Style, available now on all music platforms. Now, listen, everybody and their mom has heard about the Phillies Karen by now. That's what everybody's going to be for this for Halloween coming up. The Phillies Karen. Hey, I'm assembling a team, and I'm not talking the Avengers, man. It's going to be a good one. But everybody's talking about the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. No, hey, bad joke. No, but there's somebody else I want to introduce you to. Now, this woman goes totally bonkers on a guy just enjoying the game. Well, let's bring Timothy on and have him tell us his side of the story. Timothy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you?
Hey, doing good. You know, every day above ground is a good day. I was just thinking, like, what, when she was yelling in your face, I mean, what would, just tell everybody, let's get right into it. What's going on? So you went to a game the other day. What game did you go to? What happened? Start at the beginning, but when you get to the end, stop.
Yeah, so just to get right into it, guys, I decided last minute around 6 o'clock that I was going to go to the Phillies Marlins game. I bought a $5 ticket, stopped over at the gas station, filled up $50 gas, spent $13, got me some peanuts, got me a couple of snacks, and I started headed toward the game. Put the peanuts in my socks, put the gummy worms in my socks, because if you don't like paying full price, why should you, right? So get into the game, have a couple of drinks, having a good time. There's a good group in front of us, lovely group of young ladies. Started asking the conversation, why are we here? Because I'm not so used to it was just women in the row in front of me. So I'm asking, like, why are you guys here? Like, did somebody pay for the tickets? You guys actually like football? What's going on? You guys dating the players? Like, what's good? So having a conversation, during that conversation, home run happens, right? So if you're not watching the game, trying to track a baseball after you've heard it come off the bat is quite difficult. Well, for whatever reason, I saw the ball where it was going. I get up out of my seat, and if you play the video frame by frame, you see me enter the stairwell and put my arms up next to the guy in the yellow shirt. And we all thought the ball was landing right there. And clearly, that's why we're not in the MLB, because the ball landed about 2 rows and over to the left behind us. Well, I turned around. I tried to run up the steps. I trip and fall, as everyone can see. You see my underwear line in the video. So that's good. Glad my butt crack didn't come out. So I get over to the ball. Dad already has it, right? So I'm just trying to put together what happened. I see him clearly have the ball. He walks away. Good for him. I'm a 26-year-old man. I'm pissed in the moment. I'm like, shit, man. Probably my only chance to get a home run ball. I didn't get one. I'm feeling a certain type of way in that exact moment. Then I see him give it to his kid. That's what baseball is all about. It's a family fucking game, right? I sit down, go to enjoy myself, and here comes this lady. I see her go over, grab his arm. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now, again, I've had a couple of drinks. I'm trying to contain myself. But once I see him give her the ball and now she's gotten her way, I'm having a very hard time being quiet. She sits down, and without even really thinking, I just kind of go, yo, you're a fucking scumbag. And she's like, excuse me? And I'm like, yeah, you heard what the fuck I said. You're an asshole, dude. You just took a ball from a 9-year-old little fucking kid. Are you kidding me right now? Like, that's not how Philly represents itself. That's not who we are. We don't fucking claim her. Like, we don't act like that in Philly. And I'm from Jersey, but I was so heated. I was like, I'm from Philly. We don't do that shit. And you see myself point to myself and sit down. Well, at this point, I see her out of the corner of my eye stand up. So I know she's coming. I know that I've activated full Karen boss mode. So I know what I'm about to get. Right? She stands up here. She's coming over to me. I'm a little shaking in my boots, just a little bit, because I do tend to talk a little bit of shit and not expect anything to happen. And then she touches me. And right here, she's getting her hot breath in my face. She's spitting all over me. But the first thing she says, which blew my mind and actually took me back, she goes, you don't want to fucking start with me. My dad just died last week. What the fuck does that have to do with you stealing a ball from a 9-year-old kid? 1. 2, why are you here? Why are you here emotionally? What? I get it. Like, you need to get out of the house, maybe being around other people, being around the civil public. But getting intoxicated, from my perspective, in my opinion, I don't know how well she holds her alcohol, right? But from my opinion, she's clearly inebriated. I can see in her face, again, my opinion, my perspective, I can see that she looks like she knows that she's wrong. But she's now just standing on business. Like, she is just committed. She's already blown up. She's taken it this far. Why not keep it going? So she keeps going. I black out a little bit. I kind of just glaze over because, if I'm being honest, I was getting ready to pull a Jalen Carter. And if you haven't seen that video, he spit on Dak Prescott this past weekend, and he was ejected from the game before the first snap. And I was about yay close to doing the same thing.
Well, hold on. I wanted to say about that. Hey, there was a rumor that Dak actually spit first, and they didn't catch that. But anyway, let's it is off topic show, but but I get what you're saying. You're doing what most people are doing, and you're just saying, hey, ma'am, you screwed up, and you did this in front of everybody, and now you got the ball, right? Well, guess what? Now you have to come with the ball. You got to get a little shit, and you're still there, Timothy.
Sorry.
There we are. So yeah, that's what you told her. So go on. Let's go back to your story. I'm playing the video as you're telling it. So yeah, she has to take the shit. But I just want to know, why did she say your dad died? It seems like that's like kind of a cop out.
It seemed very, like, that's why it threw me so far back. Like, I said to her, I said it first, like, who gives a fuck? And then I was like, I'm sorry for your loss. But again, who gives a fuck? Like,
right.
What? You were at a baseball game and you just ruined a father and son moment. Like,
wait, hold on. Is that before they came out and gave anything to him? I mean, was this like?
Yeah, this was directly after she got the ball. I started talking shit.
Okay, so this wasn't. You're saying she comes back with like Smeagol or Gollum or like, my precious, and
yep. And she sits down. And I look over at her, and I'm just like, you're a piece of shit. And I just continued. And I'm not saying I was right. I know that I was definitely poking the bear in that moment. But it was just kind of one of those things to where it was like, I'm standing up for them. Because that you just took away a family moment. And you don't know. We're lucky people acted the way that they did. We're lucky that random fans, not that a lot of people have seen this video, but in person, there was people who caught fair balls and other home runs who came over to give that kid a ball. He got 3 balls before the Marlins came over and gave him that goodie bag with the ball, shirts, and other apparel.
So that just goes ahead and shows that there's a lot of good people out there that witnessed this thing. I mean, Can we just pause for a second? Have you heard about what happened at that Mets game with the guy fighting over the older man? Did you hear what happened at the U.S. Open about that guy taking the hat from a kid? Did you know that there's some of these other stories out there before this happened?
Yeah, I don't understand what it is. Again, I get it. Maybe not all of us have had that moment as a kid. So all of our little kid comes out and we're like, oh, we're bigger, we're stronger, we can act a certain way. But like, how about you don't be a dick? How about you give somebody else the opportunity to create a memory, and then you can feel good knowing that you didn't get that specific memory, but you got to be a part of somebody else's memory. You made somebody else's day. Well, I'm an asshole. Like, through and through, I know I have a strong personality. I can be a dick. But at the end of the day, like, I have a good heart. And in that moment, like, that kid deserved that ball. That family deserved that ball. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Even if she had the ball first, like, even if the video showed, and it doesn't, even if the video showed that she had the ball first, and he ripped it away, the right thing would have been to do was to maybe after the game been like, hey, I'm happy you got the ball. I did have it first. Maybe throw a joke in there as the lady type of thing and just kind of like wash it off, because this is what baseball is. It's fair game.
Well, I just want to just pause it right there, because my buddy said that because he's kind of feeling the way you are. However, I've been seeing people online saying, hey, he went over to where she's at. And my buddy was saying, dude, when it gets hit up in the air like that, it's like you can go like it's anybody's game, kind of. Is that what I'm hearing? Like
that's the way.
Unless there's a kid present, you're saying, like, unless there's like a kid right there or something, it's free game. Unless
it's free, in my opinion, it's free game for everybody, right? And if you grab a ball as a grown ass man or a grown ass woman, and there's a kid standing in front of you to the right, to the left, in the back of you when you turn around to go find your seat, if there's a kid in your general peripheral vicinity and they look upset that they did not get that ball, you hand that ball away. You have your little moment. You get on TV. You put it up in the air, and then you give it to the kid. And then
Timothy, would you have done that? I'm just saying, if you would have caught, if you're by the kid and you caught the ball over him because you're tall, would you have? And I feel like you are an honest person. I don't think you're a bullshitter. I came across your videos on TikTok, and you feel like you have personality. You're not an NPC, they call it. So, would you have given the ball to the kid?
I truly believe, I think so. Now, granted, if I was sitting in front of the girls and it came right to me and I caught it, I might be holding on to that thing just
okay.
You know what I mean? Right. But like, if there's a kid in the row, if there's a kid in my row, I don't care if he's at the other side. Like, what am I going to do with a baseball? He's not going to come sign it for a 26-year-old man. Like, you have a better shot. Here, go try to get that thing signed, kid. I don't need the money.
It's nice that you say that, but a lot of people, the reason why the guy took the hat, the reason why the other guy took the ball, I think it's a lot of it. They'll sell it online. They'll make money. I mean, right now, you snuck some peanuts into hopefully you don't go to jail, but the prices have skyrocketed. I mean, you're kind of a criminal. No, you're not a criminal. It's not. I snuck candy into a theater. I'm just saying that, that's.
Everything's expensive.
We're in a sensitive spot right now. So you might do it because you have a good heart, but that's not saying a lot of people. So let's go back to that moment. There's so much I want to just tap into here. So she's right there in your face. You just told us that the woman told you her dad just died, and you're a little buzzed, and people are looking at you. So now there's a scene. So let's just keep riding the wave here. Let's keep going on. See.
Yeah, she's up in my face. People are looking over. People are giggling. I mean, it just became a point to I can't even tell you what I'm saying this whole time, because majority of the time I was just going because I was getting frustrated because she just kept trying to solidify what she did, and you're not gonna be able to make this make sense to me. So get out of my face. So finally, I just kind of just sat there with a blank look on my face, just kind of kept pointing to her seat, like, go ahead, your seat's over there, your seat's over there, your seat's over there. Because again, I know that I'm probably being filmed, and I don't want to do anything to make myself now the villain of the entire situation when I tried to do the right thing. So even when the videos came out of her pulling on dad's arm and it was on the news and everything, I was like, damn, the only place I'm seeing is missing the ball, and I didn't even have a shot. I'm going to be the guy in the Eagles jersey that missed his chance at the home run ball. And then this comes out, and I finally got to tell my side. So I think everybody needs to understand, if you're going to go to a sporting event, you not only need to be in the right frame of mind, but you have to understand that a lot of sporting events are family oriented. Yes, you may have been doing this for a long time. You may be going now with somebody who's no longer with us, but you can't take that moment and make it about you. This is an entire televised game. It's an experience. It's a memory. It's one of the biggest outings for some people because of how expensive everything is. Like,
I bet. But what do you think though about her grabbing his arm? Now that's something a lot of people aren't talking about. That's something people saying they're looking over. How do you feel about how she went over there and just grabbed him? I mean, take that into. Did you watch that from afar?
Yeah. It was highly unnecessary. We were all in shock. We were all just like, "Yo, is this lady really going up to this guy right now and like trying to actively retrieve this ball that she really didn't earn?" Again, if you go and watch the slow-mo videos, she got her phone in her hand. Like, to me, you're not a baseball fan. You got your phone in your hand. You're not prepared. You're not in the moment to potentially catch a baseball. So why do you feel as though you deserve one? And then you're going to go and put your hands on somebody just because you're butthurt that the ball landed in empty seats in front of you and he was just way more athletic? He had less time to react than you did.
Right. And
it landed in front of you.
And you just weren't. I understand what you're saying now. Even this world of addiction with cell phones, if you're paying the money, you're going to go watch something, you're passionate about it, you're going to put the phone away, and you're going to be ready just in case that ball comes. And you're saying she wasn't ready, she didn't care, the ball came right at her. Even she still has her phone, she's fobbling around. But the real people that are focused, they're watching the game, they're in it.
That's why he was there so quick. That's why he was there so quick. He's paying attention to the game.
Okay. I
don't know.
Well, did you know they made a song like AI? Everything's going so fast. Would you like to hear a little bit of this song? Maybe dude, I'm not lying. This is pretty catchy, man. Let's
I am Cheryl.
So let me show you a couple things first.
Liberal bitch.
So here is, well, look at some of these memes. This is funny right here.
I am Cheryl Richardson Wenger, a liberal bitch.
A liberal bitch. Now, people are trying to dox the wrong person. By the way, I think by doxing, I've already deleted a lot of comments of people putting address and stuff down. But I think, dude, putting somebody's Facebook up, I mean, doxing to me is like you're sharing their license, their address, their you're putting information out there about somebody, and you're doing it because I've been doxxed before. You're doing it with hopes that somebody will go do something bad to these people. Getting a name, putting it out there, or saying somebody got fired for doing something stupid. I don't think that's doxing. I mean, she's on national TV. I
don't think it's doxing, but here's the thing, right? I don't think a lot of the people are actually doing enough research to get the right person. Now, I've never, like, my intention throughout this entire process, full disclosure, has never been to get her fired, get her in trouble. No.
Right. Okay.
Like, I just wanted her to feel bad. I know that she feels bad because now she's all over the place, right? But my intention was never to get this lady fired from her job, have her family hate her, make her get a divorce. Like, none of that. I don't even care for her name. I don't care where she works. But everyone else seems to be interjecting on like that side of it. Like, let's get this lady canceled.
Yeah, it's so
time out.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted my fame. And she yelled at me. I was a part of it. That's it. I just wanted to tell my side of it, right? And everybody's in my comments on my videos. Oh, this is who it is. Oh, she's a school administrator. Like, now we're taking it too far, ladies and gentlemen.
Right on.
There's no need to. She's all over the place. There's people that know her just by her face. We don't need to find her name. We don't need to find her job. I'm sure everyone has seen it. Like, if her dad really did pass away, like, now this is Mental Health Awareness Month for men. Yeah. So let's think about just the opposite side. Like, we don't need to make anybody feel a certain type of way about themselves and make a ultimately silly decision based on a bad decision in a televised circumstance, right? Yep. So, I get the people, why everyone is so angry. You know, everyone is up in arms because it's a little kid. I get it. Like, we all want to defend the youth in the world because they're so innocent. But also at the same time, like, we don't need to take off our masks and become the villain in the process. There's no reason to do that.
Exactly. I great answer. I love that. I hope the woman, she's taking some time to reflect if she's holding this ball in her hand. And, you know, it's probably cursed. I mean, nobody wants that ball from the Karen. You know what I mean? It's the Karen ball. Nobody, like, imagine going, like, she's going to like a Facebook marketplace and like, so whose ball is this again? Oh my God. No, I'm good. You know what I mean? No, I'm good. I don't want that. Let me go ahead and play this AI song. I'm telling you, man, here, let me pull this up. This is really interesting how they went ahead and did this. Here it goes. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Grab it, ball snatcher. snatch it, grab it, ball snatcher, ball snatcher. Caught in the act disaster. Little kid reaching, crowd is preaching. Now you're the meme of the rafters. Ball snatcher. Internet came right after. One foul play and you're fired today. Ball snatcher, ball snatcher. Front row fight for the souvenir. Kid runs fast, but she said mine here. Oops, too late, the camera roll. Now the story's out of control.
Everybody jump right now.
Ball snatcher. Caught in the act disaster. Little kid reaching, crowd is preaching. Now you're the meme of the rafters. Ball snatcher. Internet came right after. One foul play and you're fired today. Ball snatcher, ball snatcher. Give it back, no way. Clap, clap. Caught a cam replay. Clap, clap. Karen's claim, the crowd said nah. Now you're trending. Ha ha ha. Ball snatcher. Caught in the act disaster. Everybody's watching, everybody's laughing. Ball snatcher forever after. Snatch it.
Everybody's gonna do the Phillies
Ball
Karen first.
snatcher. Snatch it. Grab it. Ball snatcher. Snatch it. Grab it. Ball snatcher. Ball snatcher. Snatch it. Grab it.
Snatch it, grab it. But yeah, I mean,
Like, we don't need to find her after that.
no, dude, it's just everybody's so uptight right now. It's really like it has a good story, right? A lot of those stories we're hearing about the hat getting snatched, it all starts off bad, and then it comes out with a good story, and that's it. There's no need to take. I mean, that's another thing too. It's like the kid got a sign back from his, like everybody is giving him endorsements now, like.
The dad
Dude.
played the right game. He won in the long run. Like, yeah, that moment was ruined, but I think the evening was saved by how not only the Marlins handled it, but how the Phillies handled it.
Yes.
From what I've read, I think I could be wrong, but from what I've read, I think they may be giving or getting a gift of World Series tickets. I think they have the
You bet
opportunity.
they are, because now they can
Like,
let's cut to these guys. It's a great. I mean, it's a win-win.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's a great marketing thing, but you're right. But it's like to go after the woman still after all that, like holy shit.
yeah. It's insane. It's mind blowing. I truthfully can't believe it happened like that. Those weren't even my seats. I bought a $5 ticket in the other home run section at the other pole, and I just didn't want to walk all the way over there. I was like, all right, there's empty seats over here. I'll sit here, and
Oh
I
wow.
I just became a part of something that is now all over the internet.
Well, that's the thing. You never know. The internet can make you or it can break you. You could be a hero one day or a villain the next. But I think this just kind of reflects the state we are in society. We're kind of in a fragile state for people to spread. Anyway, the woman doing all this. If that's really her story, though, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's hope that she finds her peace. But mental health is real. I want to plug something about you real quick. You do social media and everything. So that's how I found you. Tell us more about this right here. Let me pull this up. So yeah, what's this? What's this? Your Patreon.
So this is my Patreon. So what I do full time is I actually sell sports picks. I know that in the industry, there's a lot of people who say that they sell sports picks, don't necessarily win at a good rate, or they charge a super high premium, and that basically depletes half your bankroll, and then the whole time you're in their membership, you're basically just trying to bring back up their bankroll. I have been doing this since I was 21 years old, and I always worked a full-time job while doing this, but I was never giving out my plays. When I first started gambling online, I made about $30,000 in a month and a half gambling on hockey, and my first thought as a 21-year-old was, why is anyone broke? Why is anyone poor? I don't understand. If you know sports, you pick a winner, and you win, and you make money. Well, that was 21-year-old Tim, and 26-year-old Tim now understands why everyone is broke. So we learned lessons along the way. I've been doing this since I was 21, so 5 years now I've been doing this. I've recently just started selling sports picks. We have been doing this since June, and we have been profitable every month. In June, we were up 77.5 units. The reason we use units is because everyone has a different bankroll. So just for the sake of the quick conversation, if you bet $5 a unit, all you have to do is take 5 times 77.5, and that's what you would have made in the month of June playing my sports picks. My sports picks are only $25 a month. They are 83 cents a day. Do we win every day? No. Do we lose every day? Hell no. Do we make a profit at the end of the month? Of course we do. I hit at over a 65% clip. The lowest month we have had in the first 3 months that I've been selling sports picks is the 55% clip, and we still made 8+ units. We are up over 134 units in 3 months. So just for easy math, if you were betting $1,000 a unit in 3 months, I would have made you $134,000. So we are a very successful group. We don't have many members, but people still don't trust me. I understand that. I got to grow my opportunity in this industry. So that is what I do currently full time. I sell sports picks as a professional capper. I also have a little side business with a buddy. It's called Busy Saturdays. It is a hat company. So
Clean hat, by the way. Like it looks good quality. Like it's not doesn't look like embroidered.
It's essentially for golfing. It's a golf style hat. We got the imprint of the golf ball on the inside there.
Looks
so
good.
we have special things coming. We got like tee holders and magnets for your ball placers and stuff like that coming out. I also have. Go ahead.
I wanted to cut you off real quick. Vegas is pretty much dying, and I think I know why. I mean, people used to go to Vegas to go gamble and do all that, but now, I mean, over the last decade, but with the internet and sports picks, and I mean, you really don't need to go to Vegas, deal with the overpriced food and everything like that. So you just kind of got me thinking, no wonder Vegas is a sinking ship, because you can just talk with people like you and maybe do some betting, or I don't know. It's just,
I mean, there's a bunch of people like me out there who sell picks, but I kind of pride myself in being super honest. I have strangers in my Patreon that I don't know, so I have to keep myself accountable. There's no reason for me to lie about my record. So this is where you can find me at T3's Picks on Patreon. It is a downloadable app on the Android and Google Play Store, so you can go ahead and find me there. I also have 2 different TikTok accounts. So my TikTok account for my comedy side of things, because I do like to be a goofball, is Tim Shady with 2 underscores. That is my main TikTok account, where I post a bunch of funny videos and just do a bunch of weird things online for your entertainment. And then the sports picks TikTok is T3 Picks underscore. That one is where I give out all of my free plays. We do free plays on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And if you want the premium picks, you do have to tap into the Patreon. Again, it is only $25 a month and 83 cents a day. Just one more thing I want to bring up. My buddy and I are coming out with a podcast called 9 to 5ers. We are currently working on a way to be able to do it kind of like this. And it's essentially going to be a podcast about what it's like being a 9 to 5er, whether that's blue collar, white collar, what we like about it, what we don't like about it, talking about our day, talking about the inconveniences that people have provided us throughout our day, and just kind of relating to everyone. So you don't have to feel as crazy as I'm sure I have, thinking about what's wrong with this lovely place that we live in today. And he also is coming out with a clothing brand. It is called Uncle Jerry's Clothing Co. It promotes positivity, health, and discipline. So he's working on that. So we got several things in the works. We are trying to use this little moment of fame as a way to bring ourselves to the top, and hopefully people like what they have seen today. They feel the energy, and we get some things in the works.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on all that. And now is the time. I mean, if you guys were going to start an episode, I would definitely sometime this week pull it together and try to do your first one to ride that wave, and then kind of go with that. But I wouldn't just take advantage of the moment, and definitely, even if you just do one where you guys are just hanging out or whatever, get some kind of content up right now. Get the YouTube made, and already by the end of this week, have something up. Don't overthink it. Just get the content up there. You talking about the moment or the 9 to 5, whatever you're doing, make sure this week, and just advice, I already get one up. So make sure to get on that. I want to ask you before we kind of wrap this up, if you could go back again and redo that whole thing over, would you have said anything different to the woman? I mean, if you've seen her now, what would you tell her? If you could go back, would you say something different? And then if you've seen her right now, would you say something to her? What, with everything, how it's unfolding, people trying to dox her. I mean, how now that you're sober, you know what I mean? I smoke hootie, but I don't blow fish. You know what I mean? But anyway, but go ahead. And what would you say?
I know that I wasn't completely right in this situation. Like, I know the way I acted, the words I used weren't necessarily the correct way to not only talk to a woman, but to just talk to another human in general. But obviously under the influence, not giving myself an excuse or anything, but just being in the moment of the game, the energy, and then the circumstance that happened, it was kind of hard not to interject myself and act the way that I did. Now, having not been as inebriated as I was, I probably wouldn't have used some of the words that I did, and I may have used a different tone to try to get her to calm down and maybe understand my perspective. But right now, I think I would apologize for the way that I act, but still kind of let her know, like, I don't think that she was right in any way, shape, or form. And I hope that she kind of uses this as a learning lesson, not only as a self-reflection, but just kind of like, you have to be aware of your surroundings. You don't know who's recording. You don't know what moment can be your last moment in the sense of, like, overall credibility as a human. So,
Dude, I went viral years ago. Hodge twins, everybody used my video. 2 moments. One was I was filming homeless crisis in Los Angeles. Somebody said that I was beating up homeless people, but I wasn't. They doxed my address, business, everything. People came to my house, dude. It was the worst thing ever. And there's nothing you could, everybody already thinks by that time the guy tweets to 40,000. They think you're doing this, but you're not. And
exactly.
You know what I mean? And you have to kind of, your whole life gets uprooted. And then, you're like, what the hell? That's not who I am.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's one bad, that's like, I forget the saying exactly, but it's like, that's one snapshot in someone's life that we all saw, millions of people saw. That might not even be who she is. And I know everybody is like, oh, she acts like this in public on national TV. How do you think she acts in private time? It might be the complete opposite. Like,
and maybe her dad really did die. Maybe they, just for hypotheticals, maybe they used to go to these baseball games. Now dad's not there. And so in the moment, you're breaking down. I mean, it still doesn't,
it doesn't negate what happened, but like, there is some empathy there, right?
You know what we're doing though? We're putting ourselves in other people's shoes, something that a lot of people just don't do. They don't care to do.
Yeah, well, that's the empathy side of it. Like, I'm not saying I have any sympathy, because I really don't. Like, you did what you did. You kind of got to reap the consequences. It's like, I think it'd be, not that I think it'd be a lot worse, but like, what if I was her in the situation? You know what I mean? Another male coming up to the dad. Like, that could have been a physical altercation. You know what I mean? So I think she's very lucky with the way that she actually handled herself, that it only escalated to the way that it escalated, and nobody did anything physically. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people in the comment section even saying, like, dude, I'm proud of you because you're better than me. I would have lost it. I would have pushed her. I would have hit her. I would have blah, blah, blah. But again, it's like,
you would have hit a woman. It's like, I mean, but yeah.
You got to know where you are in the moment. You got to know where you are.
I got you. It's not.
Like, I don't know. I wanted to take her ass and throw her over onto the field to play with the players. I did. I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, let's take a fucking deep breath and, practice our breathing exercises, woosah, and fucking calm down. Like, look at my face. You don't think I want to punch her in the shit right there? You don't think I want to fucking right in her mouth?
How did you know? Did you know there was a guy filming you? You're like looking right at a camera without even knowing it.
No, because I'm looking at her seat. I'm like, go the fuck over there. Like, goodbye. Get the fuck out of my face. And she just continues, just, my dad died. Don't start with, and like, again, she was inebriated. It seemed like, I don't know how well she can hold her alcohol, but like, she seemed like she was drunk. And then she just seemed like her eyeballs changed. It looked like she realized, like, it looked like a little bit of sober Karen came back and was like, oh, what am I doing? And then drunk Karen came back and she was like, I don't give a fuck. And then just continued. It was like, you're making it worse.
Off. I didn't even, sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. I didn't even know about this. She's flipping, dude.
She flips everybody the bird. She flips everybody the bird. Everybody. She's like, eat that. Take it.
Oh my God. And here we are. Here you are. Well, put ourselves in different. Man, you do have a good heart. I'll tell you what. If I had to put some money, I'm just saying, maybe I will donate. Not donate. Maybe I will. You're kind of wearing your heart on a sleeve, and a lot of people don't do that because you get taken advantage of. People think you're weak because you're an honest person. And as I told you before the interview, the whole world can go dark and be negative. Are you going to? No, you're going to still be who you are, regardless if everybody goes the opposite way. But I think a lot of people just kind of
collect to the masses because they want to be a part of something. Like, I am grateful that I'm getting this much volume from this and this much attention from it. but I was also very much involved in the situation. I think everybody now.
Dude, what do you mean? You're way involved. She's right in your face.
Well, the best part is the people that haven't seen this video keep commenting on my one video of me reacting to like it on the news. They're like, that's not even you. You're not even involved. And then I don't even have to comment. Everybody else is coming to my safety and they're like, no, he's not the one getting yelled at in the other clip. No, he's not the one.
This is clearly you, bro. Unless you've been talking with the same people with the Biden clones, you know, like
that's clearly me. There's no reason for me to fake that that's me.
Now, how did you come across this is the beauty of the internet. I'm very thankful for you to come on the show right now, having this kind of story everybody's talking about, and the third person, a part of the story, coming on the Off Topic show while the son and the dad are going on Legacy News, Good Morning America. Nah, Timothy, I really appreciate it, dude. But how the hell did you find me? And what made you even want to come on the show? I mean, I'm a little crazy.
So, I mean, I was just scrolling on Instagram, TikTok. I was scrolling everywhere for videos because I'm just looking for clips of myself because this is like the biggest thing that's happened to me. So, looking for clips and I come across one of your videos. So, I either cut it up and reposted it or something. And then I believe you reached out to me or I reached out to you and we just kind of started having a conversation about the actual event. And I guess I marketed myself the correct way for you to invite me on the show. And you know, now I'm here. You're grateful for me. I'm grateful for you. Everybody keeps calling me right now because I guess they see me on YouTube. Everybody needs to stop calling me right now. What was I saying? Shit.
No, you're saying just how you met and how we met on the TikTok and the internet, and you found the video. And
yeah, so you're thankful for me. I'm thankful for you because like I had 600 followers when I started on Instagram. I had 632 followers. I'm at over 3,000 followers right now on Instagram.
Well, let's get you to 15,000, dude.
Because of this. So I'm just hoping that like my sports business can take off and I can like, because I'm not even one of those people that like, that's why my picks are only $25 a month. I don't want to make money off of you buying I want all of us to make money and then go, yeah, I quit my job. Like I don't want to work. Nobody wants to work.
I'm glad I found you, dude. I'm just saying, I always talk about people like, I'd rather have all of us eat burgers and nuggets instead of me eating lobster and you eating crackers. I'd rather all of us eat nuggies and drink Coca-Cola. You know, why do I want
to fake my business, drive around in a McLaren, all based off of all of your money, and I've never even placed a ticket in my life? You know how shitty that would make me feel? I stress out when I give out a losing pick. Not only because I'm on it, but because I'm like, dude, I don't want you guys to hate me. Like, it's never financial advice. It is always up to you whether or not you want to place. But I just want to help people win because there's so many more ways to make money on this planet than just going to work. And that's kind of what the 9 to 5 podcast is about.
It's information, it's data collecting. There's so many different things you can be passionate about and know about. Yours happens to be sports, and you've got a lot of data, let's call it, about how certain sports work, and you're all in the now. So if you want to invest your money into stocks or Bitcoin or, like you're saying, picks, you're somebody who's a middleman that understands where the best picks are. Now, you have a good recipe, but you don't want to give away all the good ingredients unless people pay a little bit more. But you will give them a taste, like a sample. But
I give out free picks. Free picks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's Free Pick Friday. That rhymes. Great alliteration. There's no rhyming words for Monday or Wednesday. It's just Free Pick Monday and Free Pick Wednesday. So that doesn't sell as much. But you know, I try to get people to understand that, like, listen, like I run a business, you know. So while the free picks, I'm confident in them. That's not where all my research goes. You know what I mean? My research goes to the people that are paying for the premium picks. So as long as everybody can understand that, like, for instance, I posted a little meme about this. I was like, the Karen is everybody complaining about the free picks not cashing. Like,
that's smart. See, that's what you have to be doing, though. You need to be doing all that kind of stuff. You need to be using this for the next week or two in ways to market and promote all your other stuff. So the way I envision it, like for me, example, got the Instagram, the Facebooks and stuff, but where if you pick where you want to bring everybody to. For me, I want to bring them over to Compound Censored. I want to bring them over to the network. So it's like a tentacle. You reach out, you got all these different people, but where do I want to bring my audience? To the network. You got the TikTok and the Instagrams, but where are you trying to bring them to your T3 picks, to what you're trying to bring. So make sure you're being good at extending out in all these different social medias, but have a place where you're going to bring them back to. For me, it's Compound Censored. For you, it's T3 picks. So hey, I want to let you know you're on the you know, and not talk politics and stuff, but we are on the #1 MAGA network known as Compound Censored.
Okay.
And I'm very grateful. In a couple of days, it'll be 1 year since I've been on here. What?
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. A lot can happen in 1 year. And so I hope for you, for the rest of this year, everything just keeps on going up. So by 2026, you and your buddy got your podcast narrowed down. You got the merchandise going. Just the only thing I want to let you know is just don't stop. As long as you believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, or belief in God and faith in yourself, or faith in God and belief, just keep doing you, because it's your dream in your head, sir. So
There's
I just
a
want to
difference.
say,
There's a difference between arrogance and confidence. And I think a lot of the times when you walk with confidence, I don't get to see myself walk. You know what I mean? I have no idea what I look like out in the world. You do. Don't hate me just because I have a confidence about me, and then don't come up and tell me I'm arrogant or I have an ego issue. Like, we all need to be a little bit better of having confidence, relinquishing the ego, and still being a decent human. It's really not hard. It takes work, but it's not hard.
Well, it's just, you know, looking out, encouraging everybody to do better, to push each other better than we were the day before, you know,
Yes,
not bring each other down, lift each other up. So you, my friend, I want to just say thank you again for being on the Off Topic Show. Is there anything, one last thing you would just like to say to, just right now, if you were talking to that woman, what message would you have for the viral Karen? Just go ahead and as if you're talking to her right now, go.
Listen, I'm sorry things have worked out the way that they did. I'm sorry I used some of the words that I did, but I still don't think your actions were correct. I think you need to take a long look in the mirror and try to figure out what your actual end goal was in that situation. And I do think they deserve an apology. Not that they'll accept it, but I think that you need to do the right thing. Whether you think it's right or wrong, you need to do the right thing collectively that everybody else views as the right thing, to not only save your face, but just to try and turn this thing around, because, you know, you tainted your name a little bit, and, you know, it's not that it can't be undone, but, you know, you need to start today with that right step in the right direction.
Well, Timothy, thank you so much for being on the Off Topic Show right here on Compound Censored. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope to see you, you know, maybe hey, in a couple months or something, let's have you back on the show. I would love to get an update how your podcast is going, and let's just look at this as you know, the first introduction. I'll definitely be tuning in. Yeah, I mean, your hat looks good, dude. It's good quality stuff. I mean, it doesn't look like shit, man. It looks like legit good quality.
Yeah, you can go to busysaturdays.com, I believe, and if I'm wrong, I'll throw it down in the comments. But yeah, man, they're good. They're good quality hats.
Well, thank you again so much. I'm going to cut you loose from the show, but I just want to let you know again, best of luck on all your endeavors.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And again, if you want some sports picks that are going to cash, go ahead over to the Patreon, T3 Picks. Have a good one.
You the man, lay buddy. Wow, that was awesome. Timothy, I wish him nothing but the best. He just has to remember to stay highly positive, and I'm highly positive he will. You guys, man, I'll tell you what, that whole story, he carried himself very well, man. All right, and that's how we all need to be. Hey, it's sometimes easier said than done, but we have to be positive. In a world that seems like it's getting more negative by the day, we have to take it upon ourselves not to slip into the pit of despair just because everybody else is bitching and whining in their chair. Now, I want to tell you guys, remember, go right here. All right. Boop, ba beep, ba boop, ba boo. Dee, 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 dee. Where is that image? All right. The last episode was free, Compound Censored. Go check it out. Tell your friends, but use promo code Off Topic. Help support independent content creators such as myself. You guys, I've been making videos on YouTube since 2006. Now everybody's making videos. Do you even know what this is? Well, anyway, make sure you check that out. And make sure you guys go check out my music, White Noise. That's right, White Noise with a Z, available on all music platforms. If you don't know what that is, then let me go ahead and just show you this. Do you guys know what iTunes is or no? Anybody? Does anybody know what iTunes is? Here it is. That's right, iTunes. Go check out my latest single, Chillin'. Also, guys, F the NWO, man. Go to my website, stayhighlypositive.com. Once again, stayhighlypositive.com. Go get the latest merchandise inspired by everything right here on the Off Topic Show. Created and designed by yours truly over at stayhighlypositive.com. I'm positive the only way we can give the middle finger to those politicians and all those corrupt people that don't care about you and I, but are supposed to represent you and I, well, we have to give them the silent treatment. The more we stop giving those assholes our time, energy, and money, the matrix starts to glitch out. Be the glitch, hit the switch in your life, and take the initiative to be a sovereign person, go after your dreams, and be happy. If there's one American dream or the American dream, it's simply put, it's being happy. And a lot of people aren't happy right now, like that Karen. Well, guys, thank you again so much. You've been watching me on Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Compound Censored, X. You got the exclusive interview with Timothy from the viral Phillies Karen incident. Once again, thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Let's roll that beautiful outro bean footage, man. You know what I mean?
We just mutated on a Knocky James. Tiger blood, Charlie Shane. Leadership level like a college name. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fame.